Hello, and thank you for stopping by to take a look at my ad. My name's Greg. I'm better known on here as Rural Metrosexual. I wanted a more memorable name, so I decided to coin a new buzzword to describe myself. I live in the country near Buckeye Lake in a home that I built a few years ago in the middle of the 6-acre woods. My home is tastefully furnished and includes several pieces of Amish-built furniture, live plants, and scented candles throughout. I'm originally from here in Central Ohio, and my family moved out west when I was about 16. Went to school out there and went to Northern Arizona University where I earned my bachelor's degree in broadcasting. After that, I worked in broadcasting for a number of years, including working at the CBS affiliate in Phoenix, the NBC affiliate here in Columbus, and after that, then I went on to work at WCOL Radio. Since then, I've went over into the IT area and have done a lot of multimedia work in that field. My hobbies include photography, digital video, classic cars, taking care of my dog and cat, boating with my family, and trying to learn snow ski as time allows, although graduate school has kept me pretty busy lately. I'm on here hoping to find someone who is at the same point in their life as I am. Miss Wright would probably be college educated and have a successful career at this point. She's probably lost interest in the bar scene because the kind of guy she's looking for doesn't seem to be there anyway. She probably shares some of my interests in photography, animals, and trying to stay reasonably fit, but she also has some interests of her own which she would like to share with that special someone. She's probably close to her family and spends time with them whenever she can. The fact that she is honest, warm-hearted, kind, caring, intelligent, somewhat attractive, and doesn't play games goes without saying.
You have 2 messages. Message 1.
Hi, this message is for Greg. Greg, this is Amy Burns returning your call in with Columbus State Community College's Human Resources Department. You have called inquiring the marketing instructor position. That position has been posted. The committee has been formed, and we do have our first meeting set up. However, they have not reviewed the applications at this point. No interviews have been scheduled. If you have any further questions, feel free to return my call at area code 614-287-5381. Thank you.
Thursday, 9:46 a.m. Message 2. Thursday, 11:37 a.m. End of messages.
Pretty good.
Get up and have a goose talk.
That's the culprit. $250 pump you're looking at right there. When that quits working, the water stops flowing and the heater shuts down. Unfortunately, it's not quite over yet because there seems to be a small leak. Hose clamp isn't quite doing the job there, so he's going to have to come back out. This is Tuesday. He's coming back out on Thursday again to try to correct that little problem. Hopefully that won't be too hard to solve, and we'll be back in business.
I don't know. Right now I've got a Tigo box.
These all were hard.
I don't know if I'm going for it or not.
We're permanently.
Well, see, that's what I'm thinking. If I don't, then if
Like when you get your I've heard of it, but I'm not. So
monitor or something like that, because you can record, you can put it in, you want to record friends.
In a few
You
minutes.
say, I want to record friends. And only first friend. So it'll automatically each time it dials out like every other day. And it dies.
I don't know if you need this out yet or not.
The guy's like,
Yeah. That is interesting.
The quest to that, they were like really related.
It's actually,
That'll work for now.
yeah. I can see where that would be. That's interesting. I never thought about doing that as a route, but that would make sense. That you could possibly. Where is your use that?
And then the guy that started first.
We're out of dip.
Want mashed potatoes?
Mustard chips. I think the lid off and put
Mashed
what it
potatoes?
is. Don't put your hair in that.
Smashed, yeah.
Mashed potatoes. You want smashed potatoes? This chip.
Where'd Jaden go?
Sitting on Grandpa's lap. Hey, Sean. Strawberry.
Chops, Mason's behind you. What do you want, Mason? You want some, what? A drink? You want,
Jaden and Maddie, don't, come here.
There's macaroni and cheese over here.
Huh? It's the shell time.
Yeah, you do, Mason. I should be. Whatever.
Alright, go find a place to eat, or go sit down and I'll bring you. You don't want that?
Now this is your stuff, and two of them.
She said State Farm, and she's done a little.
You're giggling an awful lot.
State Farm, yes.
What you giggling about?
All the kids go.
I'll go on the assholes.
One of their big pets.
I'll go on. They don't look much alike, do they? Except in the eyes.
Yeah.
You know?
Electronic super kerplunk.
They're all stuck.
Not just any kerplunk.
You know how they're all hanging.
It's electronic super kerplunk right there.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
And
So careful, Julie. Let's say there's a marble down
Finding
right
Nemo.
Step on it, Julie.
You
That
want
hurt
me
your
to take one
toes.
out? Here is a marble. Where do you put it? Top? Yeah. Watch this.
Maddie's gonna make it all good for one.
I like the
They're all
flowers
stuck.
she's got in here. They're pretty.
No, I haven't seen any more of the ducks.
You never brought any corn down for them, did you?
No, well, I haven't seen them down here, so I didn't bother to bring any down.
Okay. I'll tell you one thing, there's a couple of them in there. The big ones are a lot more cautious.
Yep.
They stay deeper and When you came down, walked down, was you able to see any big ones to speak of?
A few of them.
We went up to Weaver's Hardware at the corner up here in Baltimore, and your dad knew Weaver, owned the place because there's a Lions Club and that, so it wasn't like somebody didn't know, okay? And he wanted to try out a lawn tractor, so we ran parked out in the front there on the sidewalk, and it's right at the traffic light. So Weaver went over and started it up and asked Grandpa if he knew how to drive it, and he said, well, yeah, he knows how to drive it, no matter where he knows how to drive it or not. Yeah, I know how to drive it. So Weaver got off of it, and Grandpa Lee got on it, and he couldn't figure out which was the clutch and the brake because it's kind of opposite on some of them tractors. It wasn't like a regular tractor. So he revved it up and listened to it, and he put it in gear, and he was evidently pushing on the brake. When he pushed it in gear real hard and took off, reared up in the air, took off and headed towards the traffic light on what is that, 256 goes through there, and there's cars coming by, and Mom and Grandma was standing there, and I was standing there. I don't know where Don was there or not. Scared to death I was going to run right out into the street and get killed. And he was fighting with it and stuff, and he hit reverse, crammed it reverse, burned the tires backwards, and he was headed towards us the other way. He couldn't get it stopped. He's shoving on everything. I mean, you could see panic in his eyes. I mean, it's about as big as a saucer. And then he was cramming it again, and he hit it again. He broke the gear shift off. He had it in his hand, right off the tractor, and he finally got it stopped. And we was laughing so hard we couldn't stand up hardly because just looking at him doing this. And he gives the gear shift to Weaver and says, "We don't want this one." And we left. I can't believe that. I laughed so hard.
I think I rolled that Springfield over there on that little hill out in front of your house too. I was going up over it and the thing went over backwards. I had my feet up on the foot things and
another time.
Oh, it's a good sport.
Lee got in an accident up there in town. He hit the guy and ran into him twice. Remember that? Lee got in an accident up there on East Main Street up by East Town Country. He hit a tree in his rear end twice.
I don't know.
You're welcome.
I believe it's getting a little cooler out here than it was this morning.
This is my
Now that's an engine.
That ought to clean your floors.
This is my car. Chuck's gonna give it to me.
Yeah, right.
He loves me.
Oh.
No, he just likes you.
You're my cousin.
I'm kidding. I'm not like that.
Oh, but
What do you think I am?
What size engine?
it's a 302 board 30 over to be a 306.
What does he do?
It's got dual point Mallory ignition,
I just make
Harlan Shark roller rockers, the dual intake 500 CFM Carters,
Man,
4 barrels. Engine is tied to the frame for the torque on it. Electronic fuel pump, and electronic water pump, and fan. So all of the power goes straight to the drivetrain. There's no hydraulically assisted anything on here. Brakes are manual, steering is manual.
No anti-pollution stuff.
Not a speck of anti-pollution on here. It's got.
This was back when cars were cars.
This was back when it was. Does it have an engine? Does it have a transmission? It runs.
That's right.
It's.
Does it have tires?
Well, yeah, you gotta have tires.
Do you have
Yeah,
to have a
usually.
steering wheel? No.
You could get by without it.
Yeah, because
But
you
not
can
for
use
long.
the tiller. You can use the tiller.
It depends on how straight the road was where you lived.
Yeah.
You could use the tiller. That's how the first cars were
Yeah.
manually
It's
turned
got
with.
fully padded frame, suspension.
I can turn faster than you can run.
You can't run faster than I can turn.
It's got air shocks in it. You can make it ride like a Walton truck on it. You got 4-speed top load transmission.
Why do you have spray paint?
Oh, I was gonna repaint a few things on the engine. Get them brought back up to their normal shine.
What are you gonna paint?
It's got a custom interior. Everything was redone inside of it. For the seats and stuff.
Does it have seatbelts?
Yeah, actually has dual seat belts where you got one for your lap and one for your shoulder.
Something this hot, you about have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
No airbags in this baby. You better have some serious seat belts.
Yeah, you can sit in
It's
it.
like I think it was Jay Leno joked about they just hose the dash off and sell it to the next guy.
Yeah. See that? That's the teeth marks. You get an old tooth with it.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's the
You got
sticky note for?
wheel glass engraving on it. What?
What's the sticky note for?
Oh, that's to remind me of the speedometer conversion. His,
The 35 equals 25?
yeah. When the speedometer says 35 mile an hour, you're doing 25.
Speedometer's just a little bit out of whack on it.
Yeah, it's
So
got.
what's the speedometer?
It's not that one. It's
Where's
got.
the keys?
In a safe place.
They are in the hands they're supposed to be in.
Can I see it?
No.
You just did.
It's got the Detroit locker in the rear, 457 gears. That's it. The
Oh,
top
windows roll.
red line on it is 7,300 RPM. And at 7,000 RPM, it's doing 120 mile an hour. Got battery in the trunk with the rear disconnect switch. Anti-theft. They'll never think of it.
Can I push the accelerator?
No. That'll put gas right into the engine.
Does it really?
Yeah. It's all manual. It's not like cars nowadays where it's all shut off when the engine's turned off.
Hey, you have a fire thingy.
Yeah, got a fire extinguisher in there just in case.
What happens if I push the button?
If you push the button, you're losing your allowance for quite a while.
How much?
Just depends what your allowance is.
How about seriously how much would it cost?
You're going to be evicted from that seat. You don't quit pushing it.
Yeah, it pushes the pedal like 6 or 7 times, like flood the motor.
Oh.
So seriously, how much?
So seriously, you might as well forget it.
So,
I didn't even decide to let you drive the lawnmower yet.
look at the 8 balls.
So Jeff, I'll stop to you his first car, right?
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's a good idea. That'll make a good first car, huh?
You got full life insurance on him, right?
I don't know if I let him in. Like I said, I still remember this car from back when I was in high school.
Oh, you knew Craig Mathias?
Yeah, he graduated a year before I did, but I was just sit out across from the laundromat up there where they used to live there, up there from the lunchbox place.
Yeah.
He used to sit out in front there all the time. It was Black Diamond back then, same thing. It had the engravings on it.
Was it the
Way
exact
back
same
then.
car?
Yeah, he said it. He had it in the garage for about 20 years.
Yeah, you're like, wow.
Remember, I got the keys.
There used to be another. There was an orange '69 that used to sit on the other side of the railroad tracks up there on the right past on Basel Road, right past the railroad tracks.
That two-story house up
It
there?
was up on the right past the railroad track, and it was kind of up on the hill right there. It was a Paul Wooster. Yeah, it was a '69 orange one.
I think they still have it up there. I think I've seen it at the car show.
Do you have nitrous in this thing?
It used to have nitrous on
It
it.
did? That's what these switches are for?
No, those switches, the one
That's the
switch
eject
is-
seat.
That's
Make sure you have the hatch open before you hit
That's the anti-theft system. Electrocutes the guy in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Did you see that one? There was a thing that went around on the email or on the web stuff.
Oh, these close too?
It was an A6 airplane, Navy plane, and a guy partially ejected from the canopy. The second guy that was in there, and he was pulled outside of the canopy, and they landed, and he still survived, but he was partially ejected out of the plane. And landing back in the aircraft carrier, the guy's radioing in, need emergency landing, and whoever the second guy is called or whatever is partially ejected. And his chute caught on the
tail
on the tail, but all it was basically holding it, and it was holding him back against it. There's pictures of it, and he's like this on the back of it. His arms are all from the wind blast, everything, and he was trying to get his hands back to try to, because he couldn't breathe. I mean, the force of the wind in his eyes and his face, until he was passed out when they got down there, but he was alive.
Of course, now his face is permanently stretched back like those guys in the centrifuge.
Dad.
Yeah.
What?
The one that,
Yeah, and it doesn't roll back up, so now what are you going to do?
See, there you want your allowance, right?
No, I fixed it.
But, yeah, the one switch turns.
And it drives so much easier than the other one.
It drives like a Cadillac.
Compared to the other.
Compared to all my cars, it drives like a Cadillac.
Yeah, Ben, horn works.
Here, hop out.
Can I sit right here?
I was going to say the horn blows.
Sit right here.
When are you going to get some real rims for it instead of these girly rims?
Well, these is factory 17-inch rims.
Those are 17s?
Yeah, these are the actual 17s like Cobra came
Low
with.
profile, so the thing probably rides like a rock, though.
I like it that way.
You run corners faster. No rollover on the sidewall.
Yeah, it can take the corner pretty quick, and so far the fastest
5
I've gone.
liter. I got 8.1 under the hood of my truck.
Oh.
Gee.
I can take you there.
I'm sure you could. I bet you can't pull a house trailer.
Oh, no.
What you got on the truck?
8.1 liter in my Avalanche.
8.1.
500 cubic inches.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really need that too.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite take off like that one does. But
Oh, I'm sure.
this one's like a third of the horsepower of that one.
Yeah. The gears on it too. I'm sure it's probably geared for gas mileage and.
Yeah. That one's 457 and this one's 273. But they both have
That's 410 in the truck.
locking differential.
About 5,800 pounds though too in my truck compared to about 33 out of your cargo.
Lately I've been getting about 24 going to work, but that beats what I was getting out of the Camaro.
I want a knife. I want a knife.
A knife?
Y'all need knives, don't you?
Here, I'll take some.
You don't need knives. I got so many knives. This is a small amount they used to keep in my truck just in case I saw somebody who wanted a knife.
This one. I'm gonna open it.
This is the anti-carjacking system.
Yeah, you fool.
Bolo knife.
Oh, yeah.
This is nicer over there. It's nice and heavy.
I cut the chicken.
Little bolo knife.
Oh yeah, this is for like putting it on your leg, right?
In your neck or whatever it is.
No, on your leg.
Kind of windy out here today.
Not bad.
So there's the alley.
Yeah.
So what you ended up kind of grazing the light post? Is that what it was?
Raised the light post, which really wasn't the worst of it. The worst of it was from the airbags coming out. dashboard passenger side airbag busting out the window and the panel came up on it.
Yeah, you can kind of see the crack there. So there's what your airbags look like, huh?
Right, so.
Kind of an expensive way to sell your curiosity. Huh. Yeah, you can see there where it just kind of popped the top on it. So now it's a matter of waiting to see what State Farm wants to do.